And me go live. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We're in Lonesome here. All right. Now, you know, so now December. So, me as a man, me have to follow up on a lot of cases, you know. So, me have ex-police Michael on the line. Yeah. I talk to me, him feel disgusted, you know. About everything what happened to him. Yeah, man. Him feel disgruntled and disgusted about the whole situation, the whole system. Michael, you want to give me a rundown where you say took place from 1 year now? 1 year now?
Yeah, man. 1 year and a month, you know. 1 year and a half now, yes. Yes, you know, I'm just here. What yes, you know, we went to Jamaica too.
Yeah.
Am I alive, right?
Yeah, man, you're alive, right?
I went to Jamaica and because living here over the years, you know, and reflecting on the things that has happened to me back in Jamaica. And I want to find a way to find closure into all these things that have happened to me. And going through the pain, the distress, and everything that, you know, that has happened to me. And going to counsel, like seeking counseling and stuff like that. And everybody saying to me to talk about your problem and share your thing. If you don't share it, you cannot have everything up inside of you. You have to talk about it. You know what I mean? And as bad as those things are, you know, the best way we can get to it, move on, is to be able to talk about it, to share it with people who you really actually can talk to. And them can listen to you so them can understand,
of course,
what you're going through, and they can be able to relate to you. In November of 2019, I went to Jamaica, and I have discussed with you,
yes,
many things that has happened, including one doctor by the name of Dr. Hill, and also another doctor who is residing in a state of one of those places in the US Virgin Islands. I've talked to you about those things, and but let me tell you something. But I realized that me going to Jamaica, it was really, really a great heart to actually find the strength to go down there. Because let me tell you something. When you reach the age of a grown adult at my age, and still affected by the past of so many years, that you want to talk about it, it definitely seriously meaning that it is hurting me. Really, really hurting me. Deeply. You understand? This is not a past that I can put behind me, draw a curtain, and put it into a cupboard, close it, and forget about it. This is a past that I have been living with over the years. And a past that I want to be able to talk about, and so that it might never happen to someone else. So therefore, I have discussed this with you.
Yes.
On one private occasion, and you gave me the courage and you said to me that, in what you've been through, I don't think you should keep it just between our conversation. Jamaica, there are people in Jamaica that needs to know about what happened to you, and there are people also other places in the world.
Of course.
To know this, so that they can also have an understanding that the stem of the problem is not just by the poor, but also by people in authority, and who have great influence on our children, and our disabled, and our elderly, and even other people who have full understanding and whatsoever. So what I'm trying to say to you that I went to Jamaica in November of 2019.
Yes.
And I have went to the police and I've lodged a statement of what transpired. A brief statement of what have transpired with the doctor. What the doctor have done And they told me that because he's a doctor, they cannot just arrest him. What they would do is to ask him to come to the station because there's an allegation against his name.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there for about a week. Then the police was telling me that she was keeping in touch with me, and she told me that she keep on getting in touch with him. But the doctor said that the doctor lawyer called and said that they will make a date for them he to come to the station whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
But that they will not be able to do it. No, she told me that she could arrest him, and she based on the statement and so, because before I gave the statement, I was vetted in terms of they were trying to know whether or not the statement was they have enough evidence for them to go forward with it before I give the statement. So I've seen inspector of police.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen an inspector of police, and the inspector of police talked to me about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And she you know them trying to see, because even over here, before them trying to even before them proceed with certain matter, they want to see if it's relevant enough. And if it really makes sense what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So that they could take it to another level.
Mm-hmm.
So because the allegation is a sexual allegation, assault allegation, then it would have standing in the law that I would definitely have a case.
Of
right?
course, yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
So the police officer instruct the detective to go ahead and collect the statement from me.
Mm-hmm.
So hours upon hours. One time I have to go back, I have to go on the other day after, so it takes me 2 days for them to collect all the statements and the necessary information that I've given to them.
Mm-hmm.
They even take me to go and point out the person home, which I did. I remember every single thing from them time there. I go right back to their house, point out the house to them, and then confirm that it's the house. There was a person who came to the gate and said that he was not at the house at the time. When I take the statement, the police officer told me that based on the statement that I've given, she don't have any doubt that she cannot go ahead and arrest him. Mm-hmm. So she said that she is going to make the arrest as soon as she collect the statement and get the go ahead from her what do you call it?
Superior. Superior. Senior.
Or superior. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Her superior. So when she did so, then she called me back and she said to me, Hayden, there's a problem. The problem is that we are getting no. We see the person came, the liar, but the problem is that no, because he's a doctor, we might not allow to arrest him. So I'm like, you know, I'm not the arresting officer, but I was a little bit stumbled and quite shocked to the fact that why is somebody, because he's a doctor regarding his profession, you know, everybody should face the law equally, you know. So they said to me that they would have to submit a document to the DPP in order to get him arrested. Because they cannot do any further, the hands are closed. You know, sorry, your hands are tied.
Your hands are tied.
So like, to myself, when I remember all of these people who arrested and charged in Jamaica, for even things that is less fling all over the place and things like that. Look at me when I was in Jamaica, I was going about my lawful business, and because me have on one pants, one brief with somebody from it, them arrest me, throw me in a vehicle, carry me go to station, handcuff me and throw me on bench. Yeah? I'm just showing you. I was going about my lawful business, right? And working a working young man. I'm going about my lawful business. And Mr. Lonesome, I was dragged from a bus, thrown into a police car, slam door in my foot, bring me to a police station, throw me on a bench, don't business, don't care, because they have no reason to even bring me there. And they go about their business. And people who identify me and know that I was a police officer comes and say, well, you know, we had a pump bench, what happened to you? We say some police take me off a bus and throw me pump bench and say, never came and come here and brief and police on it. So it just started to show you why I bring that up is that there are 2, 3, 4, 5 laws in Jamaica. And it all depends on how far you are in the status. That's how they treat you with the law.
So when you're there at the bottom of the barrel, or ghetto people, or poor people, them just look upon you like you're not nothing.
Yes.
So the law can go out.
Yes.
But when somebody else commit some heinous act, no, them too big. Me don't know which person in Jamaica too big for the law and lay out against them. And that we are fight for human rights and we no business. You understand? Because them try to muzzle a lot of people and them now muzzle we Lonesome boy, you know, because me and a guy and a friend. So me just make some guy know this. My program of just a tutor right me I deal with. So some guy, when me make some man talk on my program, me just want the girl to know. And everybody watch me by the way, because me see Bing Cosby. Me hear them blame Bing Cosby for something over 50 years alright when the man they are prison. And it have to do with sexual assault and them thing there. So it now have no statistic bar, right now have no limitation. You understand? Whether man or woman. See? Me see them have and yes people talk about it. In this state anyway, people move hard against these things. But in a Jamaica now, me I give you a program, a platform. But me know say it a good enough for them. You must get the platform because this they want. Let me tell them something. My platform, I shoot right now, I deal with. I'm in a business that, them thing, yeah. A law where I deal with right across the board. And nobody no bigger than the law. That's why Jamaica go bad. Me I telling you right now. You understand? So me no business. And the judge, and you have some little judge. Well on, you have some little judge in Jamaica. And you have some little liar who work with them and some police guy. The only time I come in now. The international thing we work with anyway. So you can't stay there. You can't say the thing we don't by this money. You understand?
I want to say something.
I know bad.
From I was a child,
yes.
The Jamaican system has failed me. Numerous occasions, they have failed me. They failed me when I was a child.
Yes.
Mr. Lonesome, I have a birth certificate. Let me tell you how wicked the people in this. When I went into care as a child, I have a mother and a father, Mr. Lonesome, and I never told them that I never have a mother and a father. I told them that I have a mother and a father. But I never know my father. But I know my mother and I know my relatives on my mother's side, like my aunts, my uncles, and cousins, and and I have a brother by my mother's side. I have a sister too, but the sister lived with her father. From ever since I was a child, the sister, I think I was about 4 years old or so. I think them said my sister, the father took the little girl. And it was, my life as a child was poverty, very hard time as a child. And I have to break away from my family because I want to be able to be a better person. And I never want to be able to stay into the same situation as my parent was at the time. Or I should say, really, I didn't grow up with my father, so let me say about my mother and my other brother. And Mr. Lonesome, when I went in care, I went to care. I went to the police station, and I told them that I live with my grandmother and my mother, but I'm not going to school, and I would like to go to school, and I'd like the opportunity to become someone in life. And they took me to a home, and the home was St. John Bosco in Manchester, in a place called Hatfield. They took me to a home, and the home treatment was so rough and hard. They beat you with oars and have you sitting down in the sun, and there was this sister called Sister Susan Fraser. She was a witch. The way she used to beat us like as children, and that a white woman, I tell you, beat me like a slave, as a child. catch me back and they took me back to the home and stuff like that. And then the next time I ran away from the home, and because I only ran away from the home because the treatment that I was getting at the home, it was worse than the treatment that I was getting at home. The only thing I get is little food, was up with the food, but you was getting like a lot of abuse from other staff members, abuse from other boys and stuff like that. Some of them is sexual and other physical abuse and stuff like that. So I ran away from there and I went back to my grandmother. And then when I was at my grandmother, no schooling there was no form of schooling, so I couldn't be able to go to school. And I left my grandmother and I went to Kingston to my aunt, and they wasn't able to help me at the time. So I went back to I went to a place that they did have a family court, some place downtown at that time, called family court, and I went down there and I thought, now is that everything I'm going up. So I went down there and I explained to them again and over again, and they bring me to a home. In Stony Hill called Homestead Place of Safety. And when they bring me to Homestead Place of Safety, they have to go to the family court and to decide whether or not they should give me fit person. A fit person order is when they give a child, you become a ward of the state. You go and see whether or not your parents is fit enough to take care of you, to send you to school, and if they're not finding them able enough to do so, what they would do is to make you go to a home where the government will take full responsibility over you. So I was given fit person order, but then right then I become a ward of the state. When I become a ward of the state, I little bit all over the place, but I'm just trying to make use of the time. I'm just trying to show you how certain things occurred in my life. So I went to the Homestead Place of Safety. When I went to the Homestead Place of Safety now, I was there, and then I was being sexually abused, whether they sent me to do like some work at some people houses into Reading. They used to send us to do like rake up yard, and some people outstanding in the community, they send us to do them people that maybe buy ice cream sent to the homes or the home snack, or maybe those are people who donate to the home, so they would send like us the whole and them age to go to do the work at those people who are out private home. So whilst I was there, that's when some of the sexual abuse was actually going on at the time as well, you know. And I explained to them at the home, and them tried to think like I was lying and stuff like that. They never believed me. And because it's not, I don't think they never believed me. Though I get older, I realize that many people in Jamaica are black people, are people whatsoever it is, they like to protect their source of income. Protect people who are giving them things. So that even if a child come to them or something that someone done to you, or did to the child whatsoever, they rather believe in the person. It's not like they don't believe in the child enough, but they cannot allow their source of income or any form of gift just cut off because of one thing. You understand me? So, and also these people are friends and, you know, are peers. So therefore they're going to take up for their peers. They ain't going to judge their peers and some little picnic. They're not going to do that. So the abuse continued. So I keep crying and I wasn't showing any interest in school anymore because we are in on-campus school at that home. And there was this gentleman by the name of Mr. Chloride came and he took me to a different home called St. Augustine Place of Safety in Chapitan, Clarendon. And that's when my life becomes much better. And I was at Chapitan Place of Safety. I was starting to go to old school, then I started to go to the comprehensive high school now. You understand me? I started to go to Denby High. You know? And my life getting better. I start to feel, you know, much of a person. I just want to pick up Mr. Chloride. He's an amazing superintendent from the St. Augustine Boys Home at that time. He's excellent. He's good with children. He's amazing. A 70 Adventist man as well. And I'm telling you what has happened. When I was there, after I reached about 16 years old, somewhere about, and started talking to Mr. Bird. I said that I need a bird paper. Because, you know, I'm getting old and stuff like that. They start to ask for the new bird paper. Them time they you have the white bird paper. But I never have a copy of my bird paper. So I'll talk to him about my bird paper, you know. Because, you know, you soon leave homes now, you'll be coming in your, you know. You start to get old and stuff. And he said to me that he's going to get the ministry that was at the time, it was Ministry of Health, responsible for children before they have the new ministry. I think I don't remember what the new ministry called. But they just have the child care was under Ministry of Health at the time. And when he talked to them down there, I went to see my children officer. But her name is Mercedes Johnson. Can you imagine that the people them did not do any form of inquiry about my parents or lazy the Jamaican system? That's how they come on me and come for Kenya this year. Because I know from the people them grant me a birth paper with no mother, no father name on the birth paper. The only person named on the birth paper is Miss Mercedes Johnson, the children officer. That is her name on the birth paper. Not even the nurse will deliver the baby no name on the birth paper, Mr. Lonesome. So you tell me this now. You tell me this now. Or can a government of Jamaica who is in authority of the Jamaican people, Mr. Lonesome? They is in authority and they know less than the common man that working in the field in the bush.
That bad though.
And them don't really care.
But all the lady name for the on the birth certificate and share your mother or your
because she's actually and I wanna wear her name on my birth paper.
Oh that.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
And them supposed to look it up then.
She never did it with that man. Oh, they're lazy.
So you don't know which doctor deliver or nurse deliver you or nothing like that. Not at all, you know, nothing.
Mr. Lonesome, I'm right, we give them the name. Them is the adult, Mr. Lonesome. I was a child, I was a minor. Their responsibility is to go and find your parent, right? Check the thing, bring you to the parent, even Mr. Plural, bring me down to my family, talk to my grandmother. My grandmother's still alive, God bless her soul. Talk to my grandmother, right? Confirm my name. And I'll tell you something, you know. The children officer has, up to now, they never did their job. They give me a birth paper with just my name on it. It's like them say, why your name? Michael Hayden. You look tired. You know what? You're 50, you're 16 years old. So it's like, they look at a person, gauge you right on the spot, go make up one birth paper, give to you, not even do no form of information, don't even go down at the hospital, go check the record, or the clinic, or whatsoever. Sit down in an AC office.
Well, I'm Michael.
Taxpayers money.
Well, I'm Michael. Well, I'm not for laugh though, but them are like age too. Them are say you look tired, so them are get the age and just put your name. Jamaica man. Banana Republic. Yeah.
This is the type of thing, and this is the bird paper as proof. Everywhere we go, even when we join, even when we go art, you know, we do youth service and everything we do. The subject always come on the bird paper. So wait, your father name the panel, we understand that because it's not every father name the bird paper. Then we your mother name there. Oh, your mother name the on your bird paper. Oh, pulse. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, can a person born without a mother?
No, I must say you're Adam. So you get created. Because you don't have no mother. I don't know father. I must start.
Can a person born in a public hospital
that don't make no sense.
Without a nurse who deliver the child and a witness? There's no witness. There's no nurse. There's no mother. Right?
So the whole system, Michael, the whole system. I just this me a fight, you know. I just the system. And hear this now. From you go school, and from you go the approved school, you get sexual assaulted by these big old man. And not say you alone, some other little boys up there too. And all kind of things. And then people used to afraid to hide these things. Let me tell you this. You have some people that try to muzzle some people in around here, you know. We don't do that to them. That's why I have my platform, you know, because I don't care less. I just want the place to straighten out, Jamaica to straighten and people to know what going on in them place. Because enough time them daughter gonna approve school and when you look them get abused.
Well, I understand one son. They get shot on the line of duty in Jamaica. And I'm not saying that the police they never help to they never get any form of medical care attention. I did. And I'm not going to say that I did not. I have received medical attention. Is it the best medical attention that can give you next time? But I did, they did give me medical attention and I have to be thankful for that. Right?
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say to you is that
you made a kind of come in, Michael.
The police force, I'm going to show you how they feel me now.
Yeah.
Regarding the police force.
Yes,
now,
yes.
what they feel. I was a person who I've been through a lot.
Yes.
And yet I still grew up to become an adult.
Yes.
Right? And was still willing to serve my country that hates me so much, that treats me so badly.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I was still willing to serve the same government. The same people. Alright, when we say government, we are talking about some people call themselves mother and father.
Yeah.
Right? Some people who will pass every day in a drive their car or take the public transportation. They are no government. A building is not government. A building is a structure. Government is people there are people who put in authority over us to work, who we give them the responsibility to take charge of our day-to-day affairs. And those are the people we give those responsibilities because we see them qualified to hold such office. And at the same time, these are the people that they are not holding the office. They walk through the office, go collect their pay, and then go back at the yard or some seat.
Okay,
right? Because they do not care about the office that they serve. I'm not saying that everyone, but I'm going to tell about the few people that is of good mind. The few people that have good mind and who want to serve, they are being got. Meaning, if they say nothing, they lose their job and they put them so way down in the barrel. They just have police in the post if them give a friend of one superintendent or one ASP a ticket, just a ticket that they about, you know.
Yes.
They would have sent them one place so far that they would have to get them married to a woman or whoever they be. Because they must send them so far. Do you know that police in the force deliberately mash up people love affair in Jamaica?
Of course, you know that, man.
They send the people them go far because they want to even have sex with the people their wife.
Me know them thing, man. Me know the whole of them thing, man.
It's a bad-minded embedment culture. And I don't understand when people talk about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter and Black Lives need change. Because if Black life, the way we live with life as Black people, we live our life to hate with one another. We don't live our life to care about one another.
And that's the problem.
People who care. And then we get to talk about Black Lives Matter, this and that, and who hate me.
Hayden.
More and more people who hate we hate people too. What we need to do is start to learn to love ourselves more as people, as one. Because let me tell you something, when you go to the mirror, you look at yourself, nobody's fighting you but yourself.
All right, Hayden.
If you look in the mirror and look at yourself, you see yourself.
True.
It just slaps so boom. Well, it's a trick here. We're fighting against ourselves, and then we talk about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is just political statement out there, and it doesn't reflect the truth of what really matters. What matters is for us to start treat children the way we want them to treat.
Yeah, because from your child and you get abused, people for know this, and the government should have run through the whole of them home there where them have a who to get locked up, get locked up.
What is it he talking about? What is it I'm talking about? Listen, I have traveled a few places in my life.
Yes.
Doesn't mean I know everything, but I've learned a few things from here and there.
Yes.
Everywhere I've been to.
Yes.
But at the same time, what I'm trying to say to you is that my problem that I am having is not a white problem. I am having a black problem. Right? As black as the quality charcoal be. That's the problem that I'm having. Right? And who caused this problem onto me is my brother and sister that look just like me.
And some adult, when you're a kid, some adult was supposed to look out for you. Them take disadvantage. Eh? In our proof school. Yes. Yeah.
Right? If one white officer draw the pistol and shoot one black man, a fire in a get in his skin, but if a black man draw the pistol and shoot one black man, it's like I've seen a put up a video where they go on to a man place, whatever there's a dispute and police shoot and kill the man. I don't get the full information about it, so I can't comment so much on it. But at the same time,
you can't go to the man place.
Different setting.
Yes.
Put that into a different setting and hear the result of it. While we are living in a culture where we just like to just pick and we want another because that's why we so weak to pick on those where we really supposed to pick on. You understand? Yet we fight one weapon where we don't need a fighter jet because we don't have those resources. What we use with mouth, rock, stone, cutlass, and one little pipe and one another and a killer for one another. That's what we do.
Yes,
because we cannot fight real war. We can't fight real war with nobody. So we fight in the war with one another.
And
what I'm trying to say here, with all of that being said, the Jamaican government, and I already defined the government when I said fear me. What I'm trying to say here is that I've seen, they don't want me to touch certain things, They don't want me to touch certain things because this I want some earlier I talked to you about some things. You understand me? And the police in Jamaica, I don't know much they have changed. Because let me tell you something, You can't change as many police you want to change in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. You can't change as many commissioner of police you want to change in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. If the building dirty, whoever go inside of the building, they might go get dirty too. Meaning, it's a very messy organization, and I don't care. It is messy. And the 1 and 2 woman and man in the Jamaica Constabulary Force that is fighting to end for a change and want to see a better in the Jamaica Constabulary Force cannot do so on their own. Because if the house want to clean and everybody are look on one another, everybody end up mess up. Even those who want to change it for better, they end up messing up.
Can you imagine, man?
Because
can you imagine where Jamaica Constabulary Force to serve and protect instead of them extort and collect? A criminal with badge and gun, and then you can't talk and bully and everything.
No, and I don't care how many police want to be upset. The Jamaica Constabulary Force do not serve and protect.
We know that.
The normal people.
We know that.
The Jamaica Constabulary Force is an organization that has to actually, let me tell you how the Jamaica Constabulary Force is actually basically running. Jamaica, right now, is like, you never go to one house and the house don't have any window, but people still live inside of it. Yes, it's like that. That's the Jamaica Constabulary Force, where wind that come from all direction inside, if you just go outside or sleep. That is the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, who is in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, many of them cannot even afford a decent place to live. And many of them cannot even afford to send their children to school.
But how many of them, so much of them rich? Them money get... No,
one of the problem is this, they are not investing in police to stay. It's like a business. Why small Jamaica as a small island? I know that people come and people go. But why the small Jamaica Constabulary Force have so many police keep training every single time? Do you know the amount of money where they pay to train one police officer? Where they will go? If somebody wants to train to serve the Jamaica Constabulary Force, why them a leave then? Why the minute them have 200-300 police and train every other year?
500 a leave. Yeah. Because they want, enough of them want to leave, them can't take it no more. Them can't take it no more.
Why are they leaving? Why are you going to go to something and you don't want to stay? Meaning that there's no attractiveness
Them can't clean them house. Alright. So tell me something, Michael, because I'm going to talk to our next police in a few. But tell me something now, Michael. So with your case now, 1 year and after you make the whole report on them things, because you know, I know you know you're nothing from the sexual what the name? What sexual abuse center, alright. So you know you're nothing from the police, so them not getting run down, them not arrest nobody yet.
Mr. Lonesome, let me tell you something. Nothing whatsoever. Right now, me I look at myself and I ask myself.
No man, it is an international thing we are dealing with now. A human rights international thing we are dealing with now. Yeah man. Yeah man.
And even 2020 now, and I went there 2019, the end of 2019, and it's now at end of 2020 now. And what come to my mind is this now. Is this. If 2020 now, they're not able to do anything, do you expect them to do anything 15, 20 years ago against anybody who actually make the same faith with whether doctor or anybody in authority? If they cannot do something about something that when technology advanced,
right now,
people would have critical more, people are more educated, is much educated, people have more resource to information and stuff like that, and they can't do nothing.
You want me to tell you now? You want me to tell you? Come here, run. I'm here for talk again. But right now, we have Harvey Weinstein. Them hold him for a lot of allegation. Bill Cosby, them send him over something what happened 50 years ago and all kind of things. And them send him gone away. My youth, I believe I can fly. Are you there? When you are R. Kelly, right now them have him there. I don't even think them give him bail or something. And them have even royalty. The man they were dead in the cell the other day. Yes, some little kids right now around the world. Them, Jamaica, nobody feels say uno above the law. Well, I know they're not above the law right now, you know. Because and especially when a business who cannot judge, no liar and nothing. From your hey, listen, you have to go stand up and go face. Uno come face Michael Hayden. Yeah? And, yeah, man.
It looks like it seems to me like the Jamaican, the DPP or whatever, in this matter is waiting on the IMF to come and to give them
the FBI, no, give them some money now, and the FBI will pick them up.
The IMF to bail them out to go actually deal with the doctor.
No, but FBI will pick them up, so they might look for money, it's okay. And international, I bet some international body will pick up this and deal with the whole of them. Judge and all.
Because the government looks like them cannot afford the resources to do their work.
They don't need the resources, they now have handcuff. They now have handcuff and van. And they now have cell too.
The law, if Jamaica want to get serious about crime, right, they have to understand that the law doesn't stop in the ghetto.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Stop in the poor man home.
Yes.
The law of Jamaica go right as far
and it's a sin though.
The middle of the Caribbean Sea, go right through the Atlantic,
yeah, man.
Right up to the Pacific Ocean. It's go all around.
You might do, Mikey.
In the Caribbean Sea, the law should be a reflection of your people. So whenever, and I want to tell you Jamaican system bad. You can't go certain places with Jamaican license. I want to send money goes to my family and I could even do it. Because let me tell you something, they're not accept it because people they not even respect your documents.
The document are not use.
If nobody no
the money not use.
Respect your country.
Alright.
If you go so label and behave like that, nobody never respect your country.
No, sir.
You never respect your country when the people them don't care. You have to be, listen, Jamaican, let me tell you before you go this and some Jamaicans, including myself, you, Mr. Lonesome, and every other Jamaicans who listen to you, who listen to your
program,
show, every Jamaicans around the world, and Jamaican at home. Listen, for you, for us, me, you, all of us, to be respected, first we have to learn to respect ourselves, our pride in our country. We have have to have pride in our country. So whenever we go anywhere and we throw a passport down, them ask you, how long are you here to see us, sir? Right?
You
put down your passport, you have to hide the page with Jamaica because you feel so embarrassed. Because the people, them are going to take off your clothes, them are going to see if anything in you, them are going to ask you, oh, comes you here, what are you doing here, who you're going to stay with, them will respect you.
You know why? Let me tell you this though.
Yeah.
You see when you have a government and you have a police force, alright. From inception, this scamming thing, it starts from police and the youth, them and them thing there. The police involved in it big and thick, no joke, Me talk about straight investigation where me talk one-on-one, where me know say police involved and them get rich and you have enough scammer where them a protect. Right now in the West, you have man where get with them friend and the police them stop a female more than them go at the station. In the West right now, a female coming like at the station. Them tell him what to do, start a little phone business, figure make it look cover up like you're a businessman and all kind of things because I pay this little either thing them go on with. So when them go out, that's why I say criminal with badge and gun, you can't get better. And some man say respect, no. Man to serve and protect and respect your country.
No, it's not everybody can the police force because they want to serve and they want to listen, it's not everyone put on the uniform, put it on to serve. Some people put it on to get where they can get. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you this here. The best way right now a criminal can come out of Jamaica is to join the Jamaica Consumer Force. They get one visa fast. Right?
That a shut down too, That a shut down. You gotta make sure that a shut down right now. That a shut down. What that a shut down? Because they can't treat nobody again.
Same criminal activity where they used to do at Jamaica, they go do it and make it worse after the day. Let me tell you, sister, they come in this country.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Mr. Lonesome is in my house. We give God thanks that I grew up aware with my grandmother and that kind of poorness kind of let me survive this type of winter and this harsh life. You know, in a country not easy as people think it is. It's only easy for people who actually have money to waste and who are doing criminal activity. And everybody is here drive a flashy Benz or a flashy BMW or one type, any type of vehicle. People need to red eye them and worry about. And everybody we are sending them thousands of dollars to give their parents. Meaning send them and get it from hard work. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
What I'm saying to people, you have to know our life in the
and you see what them do? And a joke. Some people will stop what people country and mash up the people in country them too, man. And make everybody get the blame. And then police have to straighten out themselves too, man. You understand? Too much idiot thing, man.
Jamaica have one thing like when they have the Bahamas. Listen, if you are not a good standing in they know say them can't freedom of movement and people and whatever. But the system is so corrupted, they can't put this in the government, in the police and them or whatever.
No, you can't. Don't even mention it. No, the first thing, hold on. The first thing the police force definitely have to clean up. If that not clean up, you can't put nothing else in the man. You cannot do it. Because if you have a clean, if you have a clean police force, even if it's a politics as a move, if you have a clean police force and it run like in the state or anywhere else, if you are the commissioner and you even drunk, I'm not talking about go out and commit crime, drunk, and we see you drive drunk, you lose your commissionership there so. So you know say it's serious now, you know say you have to resign and you have to go to jail. Same like in the state. You can't go look for a million video, you see it. If you're a judge and you come tell like you do something, you have to go to jail. And you get this bar. And someone, if you're a congressman and you do it, you have to go to jail. You understand? So in a Jamaica, nobody, politician no go to jail. A car key close man, you can't say nothing to him and when he sell gun and when he do a bag of things. He might tell you if you do a lie, you have to do it. Or him transfer you. That's for stop. A car key close man, you could be a DC for him do and you fling bank up on him too. You understand? Only way you can get Jamaica clean, that mean a man knows, hey, I break the law, it go for me too. That mean him knows everybody are keeping at them lane. But them not doing that. Them a look some man for worship them like them a fear. We not fear or no. What happened to no? You understand? That's a stop, brother. And not until that stop, we can't, we never want to say nothing else to them. Them Jamaica constable force start on away there. The constable for even if your khaki clothes, man, you do something wrong, or we see you do wrong, you break the law, we lock you up. As long as we lock you up because you're supposed to know better, you get stripped of that, you go to prison. You get kicked out of the force. And them kind of way they know you don't get a clean force. Kind of man him know say, hey, if we go plant this and from them find out. And me tell them I find out, they know say a prison me I go, you know. Nothing under 15, 20. Me not give nothing under 100 years still, you know. But you understand? So nothing under 15, 20 years, you little lie. I better than that change.
Well, I don't know.
Eh?
For an island like Jamaica, which is about 10,900 plus kilometers,
Yeah.
kilometers.
Yes.
As almost everybody know the one license around. That kind of stolen. That's some wild west. The Netherlands is about 3-4 times the size of Jamaica. And you know the person have gone over there, so you have to a police and certain type of people for hunting. When you have a island, a small island as Jamaica, if a man don't think say him safe until he have a license firearm, we have some big problem.
No, because hear this now. I remember you know, the woman come down with her 15 million or 18 million dollar worth of jewelry, 17 million. She and her husband, the old people them. And by the time them declare that and them go up more over them house, them go rob 7 million worth. And the woman and her husband fly down, and when them did the police come in a police clothes, don't go think them take off them the name. And hold them. I say, I know you know hear about the case. A police from what's 100 man and all, them go around 3 police, you know. What happened to the case now? Them go back for the $10 million what? Juke the man and pillar him and say, if you know give me this, you know, I'll blow him brain. And maybe I throw the police gun them to kill him in them uniform. What happened to you? You think me not take this light? But me here talk again, you know, because I want to follow up your case, you know.
You touch another subject and we want to talk about that because we want to give you some information.
Yes.
Not you who are give the Jamaican people them some information regarding because you know, listen, them can't be there something. I mean, I don't know if they come with some steel views for the people.
No man talk, man.
What we are trying to say to you is that the relevancy of the whole situation is that, right? The Jamaican, when I said something to you before this, but is that let me say this here, because we don't want to not take too long, we never say no. We never just say the short one, change the subject, never change that, we never say here, just now.
Yes, man.
But I can't say, the Jamaica Constable Force, they need to change from Jamaica Constable Force. Force is like forcing yourself on people.
Yeah, man.
Right?
A police department.
Force is you forcefully doing something.
I that them I do.
Is unlawful, right? We don't like the word force.
And yes, still, well, I know Jamaica Constable Force, you know. Force, you know. And then you turn around and say you serve and protect. We are serve and protect. Well, I know, hear this now. Hear this. I'm going to run, you know, Michael, but hear this before I run. When you have your house around and you have a butler there, when do he must serve you, you tell him that you, when the butler serve or something and you have a garden, I say, yes sir, alright, you take my master bedroom, sir. No sir. Me think I serve and protect or something. No, you for respect police and respect them, I dance shit them money I play.
No.
Me think people will respect the law. We not play dance ship in a you understand?
Oh my God, the conversation, but when we answer, because the word force is a psychological word. The moment you say force, you believe you have the authority over another human being.
Especially the poor people them, man. Poor people them. Can you not do it with the man them have money?
The word force needs to come out of the vocabulary. I don't like it.
Police department, yeah? Yeah, man.
King's police service or something.
Police service or police department, yeah. Service. That sounds better. That sounds better.
You cannot come with that.
Can you serve and protect?
We're going to talk more. And please, we're going to talk more.
Yeah, man. I remember I have to follow up with your thing because them now Muslim, you know. We not deal with Muslim. Yes, sir? All right. We're up, man. We're up.
Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. When I see what's not. Him who serve another force. You can imagine when you sit down and you listen to some people. That's why you see me now be a judge of man, you know. Equal rights to deal with, you know. You have to stand up for the rights. And you have some people in Jamaica. You see when you talk like this, you have a platform like this. And you try to give people like that and some things. It burns some people, you know. So they may try to muzzle you and do all kind of thing for muzzle, you know. Not deter you, you know. You understand? Because we stand up for equal rights. And a matter of fact, we have to bring it to human rights and bring it to all kind of things. overseas. If the Jamaican people, the government now work and the police them now work and your body DPP, you draw international body in and grab them because certain things have no limitation. You understand it wrong? And can you imagine you have the school, feel like them kind of school where you know you have put the kids them in a children home and them thing, that you have some big people who should have known better. I send them out and I sodomize the little youth, them and all kind of things. And them do the girl them too. Girl them go in there, them get pregnant. But you think say you have your kid and you look better for the kid them. Children home, which part of foreign you can run go do them thing there. Enough people end up at prison. For you gonna make a mistake, for you gonna set a person that touch me wrong, a trouble. This is how Jamaica run, but he might tell you when him young and him talk, them beat him, others and them thing that can lie him tell. You take out the people, them kids from out of the home and send them go other place to go do gardener work. To go clean up people place and all kind of thing. Them not there the home for that. Them there the home for learn, deal with them school and you teach them this from the home, but you not take them and send them out, go do nobody work. You said run. And then you hear him talk about this doctor and what have you. No, we can't make them come muzzle nobody. This my platform, but for deal with the equal rights, me there. I talk to the next police or some serious thing I talk about the day. So later, yeah? Me there, yeah? Up, Lonesome. Up.